Hi everybody, welcome to Wishuponaquilt Kimberbell Boardwalk project, the final installment. If you saw on Facebook, does it get a rose? Does it get an ice cream cone? We're not sure yet. You're going to have to stay to the end. I think he's going to get a bag of coal, but who knows. I brought my partner in crime today, Lori.
Hi, everybody.
She's been behind the camera when I've been here, and it's Monday morning, and everybody's heard the bad news on TV and this and that with COVID-19, and our whole goal here today was just to kind of have some fun, maybe bring a smile to your face, but we're also going to finish the project today with Boardwalk. Wait till you see how this came out. Costa spent all weekend. Hopefully you guys followed along too and got some things ready as well. I wrote a couple things down and I can't read with these crazy glasses on, so I'm taking them off. But today's the day for the final project. We did want to thank you for tuning in the last 3 days, tuning in today, going to our special Facebook page. We have over 362 members. You guys have been sharing pictures, sharing ideas, and that's great. And I wrote here, we're scared. We're concerned. We're just trying to bring some happiness and joy. So we take this seriously, but as I always said, this is a quilt store. If we can't have fun and share some excitement with you, then what are we doing in a quilt store? So
it's called Wish Projects Stay at Home. That's our Facebook page.
Thank you. The project today is Time to Coast. Wait till you see this final piece. And then at the end, here I'm going to bring Costa in a minute, and at the end I'm going to give you some other things that we're going to be doing this week on Facebook. We have something special for Wish Wednesday. We're going to have something special on Thursday. We've updated some of the things on our website, and I'll talk to all that in a little bit. So, without further ado,
yes,
should we bring in the Beach Boy himself, Mr. Diet Pepsi, Costa Constantino.
Hey everybody! I am ready for my Boardwalk Time to Coast. As you know, I'm hoping, I'm going to take my glasses off too. You know, as you know, Frank has given us, I'm hoping online, has taken the picture of our beautiful Time to Coast pillow that we have created. Also on Saturday or Sunday, or Saturday actually, Frank said, Costa, please send me those directions. So I've written a very detailed description of what we did these last 2 days. So I added everything in, what you're going to cut from your beautiful kit that we have made for you. Now, this was the only fabric that you shouldn't have used yet, and that's the light blue Lori has chosen from Kimberbell's Boardwalk collection. And this will be the back of your pillow. I never said that to you before until you knew what it was. So we'll talk about what your dimensions are. Most of you ladies are very good with backs of pillows, but you're going to measure this, what you're going to finally close up in your pillow, and you're going to add 5 inches, split that in half, and then do a shirt tail, what I call a shirt tail edging, where I turn it in 1/4 of an inch and then another 1/4 of an inch, stitch it down, and then put it on the front, right sides together, and then you're ready to close it up. And make sure where it connects together, make sure you do some double stitching, because that's where the pressure will be to fit our beautiful entrance pillow. I made my own because at the time I didn't have, you can buy your pillow here, your big bench pillow here, and Lori will have to tell me, I think it's $19.95, Lori.
yes, it is.
$19.95, thank you, Lori. And but I made my own because this is so old, because 3 years ago when I started these bench pillows, Fairfield had not worked with Kimberbell. And so now Kimberbell is saying, hey, bench pillows, this is what we need. So that's what you can buy your own. And you might already have one because you've made bench pillows before. That's what we wanted. So we wanted you to have something at your hands and you can do. Now today, I'm going to talk just a real quick minute about what we're going to do in the way of quilting this. My friend Kim Christopherson, the CEO of Kimberbell Designs, suggests in all of her books it's better to quilt your bench pillows because they stand up so well. They will give a lot of dimension to your pillow. I know that this pillow, and I'm going to ask Lori to come on and take another picture and take a look at it real quick. You can see that this pillow has a lot of applique on it. I have a lot of schools of thought about this. A lot of people say, Costa, I don't like quilting over applique. I want to do custom quilting. Well, unfortunately, this is not the project because custom quilting, if you don't have your own long arm, obviously you can do whatever you want. But my job here today is to show you how we can use the embroidery machine. Maybe all you have is your embroidery machine and a sewing machine, and you're not comfortable like I am. I am not comfortable doing free motion quilting. I'm just not. I'm not that way. So that's why quilting in the hoop was so much more fun for me because it was cheaper. So anyway, so today I've come with you in Janome world. If you're a Janome person, I'm hoping so much that you're a Janome person. And as you know, I teach Janome, and I want you to know that Janome, the only machine that they have got out in an embroidery machine that uses magnetic hoops is your 550E, once the 500E. So those of you who have the 500E. There are 3 magnetic hoops that Dime has done, and Lori's gonna help me with this, but that's fine. This is the one, mine came apart. This was the 5x7. This is the 5x7. We carry all these, or we can, order them by pre-order because we don't keep them always in the store. This is the 8x8, which is a perfect square. The reason that they've done this square one, is because a lot of people love block quilting. So they may have a block, and they can quilt on their block before they quilt as you go. That's a very cool thing. Also, I can also do quilting in squares. That was my first desire for this, but it was a little too big. Then, rectangle is perfect for baby wear. We're going to use this for the onesie that I did for the llama. If you remember that, I did it in my magnetic hoop, or I floated it, but this is a wonderful way to do onesies and small items. The last one today is the one that I suggest for all my quilters, and it's the 8x11. Now I've got it open so we can use it. This is the 8x11. Beautiful. And it really works so well. And this is the one that I will use today. Now, I was just talking to my friend Jennifer Vineyard, and I hope she's on. I love Jennifer. But Jennifer just purchased a 550E. Why did she purchase it? Because it is movable for her. She doesn't have to bring her beautiful 15,000 and bring the embroidery arm and all the things. She wants something she can bring to an embroidery class or take it to her retreat or whatever. And I noticed that was one of the things. We just did a class together at our beautiful retreat in South Boston, Virginia, and with Lori and Frank and everybody. And one of the things that Jennifer kept saying was, Costa, I need something more. And so the 550E works beautifully because the arm is connected, and we'll go over there in a minute. But the one thing about the 550E, it comes with 4 hoops, but now the hoop that you'll get for your largest hoop is a 14-inch hoop. Sometimes that's too big for a project of this size. So what I'm suggesting, and that also has magnets connected, and you could use it for your twin bed size or queen size, whatever. But you could purchase your 8x11, and it gives you 5 hoop options for your 550E. And that's what I was just telling Jennifer when she purchased it. Go on and get this, order this, because this is a perfect one to do. So today I'm going to get over here to the machine when I get myself organized. And as you can see, I've
Costa, who's the manufacturer of the hoops again?
Dime.
Dime.
Designs and Machine Embroidery. Thank you.
And we
Lori.
have that for sale.
Yep,
and we have that for sale on our website.
Yes, you do. And they are on our website. Thank you, Lori, for
Yes.
that, because I don't watch the website, or do I remember anything.
That's okay. That's all right. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But Dime is my favorite in that way. Dime is a company, Lori, that helps embroiderers in any aspect of their development, meaning they'll go to Bernina, they'll do whatever you have, they'll make hoops to make it easier for you. And even for Janome, they've helped us out with this, and it's really great. Now, the designs I'm going to use today, I wanted so much, I made my own Summer Lovin' design. I call it the Summer Lovin', but it's it's too big for my pillow now that I've made it, so I want to do it for the Boardwalk. But anyway, what we're going to do today is I'm going to use something that we already have, and what you may already have, or what you can purchase through us. And that is the Amelie Scott, which is, of course, Carmen Connors. She is an amazing lady, and she's come up with the Edge to Edge. I've been at one of her classes. I love Edge to Edge. I brought it to Wish. We do a class every other month on Edge to Edge. Well, today I'm going to use from Expansion Pack 3. It's called Summer, and it's called Summer A and B. You'll need the A and B design. So go to Expansion Pack 3. If you don't have it, it's perfect for this project. Why? Because it's got sunglasses and the sun, and I didn't even notice it. I have all the expansion packs, everything. I came in this morning and I said, I don't like what I've done. I wanted the flamingos because I love flamingos. And Chris said, Costa, why do you want flamingos? There's no flamingos up here.
Well, who doesn't love flamingos?
But I'm in love with flamingos. So anyway, here is the deal. So Chris, she says, Costa, I know there's one. So in Expansion Pack 3, it's called Summer. It's sunglasses. It's wonderful stuff. So today, I have taken this, and I've done my basting. I used a quilt basting I had from the shop, quilt basting spray. But I know you girls and ladies and gentlemen would love to use 505. 505 and quilt basting spray have almost the same stuff. Either way, you want to use that. I'm not going to use 404 now because I don't want to reposition this. I want it to stick for a while. So I'm going to use my quilting base spray just to keep it together. I have great machine quilters, or embroidery machine quilters, who use their curved pins, and they take them out when they get to that spot. You can do that too. You can, however you want to put your lining or your batting to your pillow. Okay? So now the first thing I did, everything, the one thing I don't believe in Edge to Edge is I don't want you sweating over, the exact design and da-da-da-da and what's the center and are we at the exact center? No. I want you to do this by eye. So what we're going to do is we know that this pillow, I measured it already, and if I go about 19 inches into this pillow, I know that that is the center. So what I'm going to do, I want to start always on the center, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to make sure that my center is marked in there. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to do it. Now I'm doing this very quick for you because we want to, I'm on the thing here, right, and then this is the exact center of my quilt. And I'm trying to make sure you can mark your center. You want to make sure that you've got whatever you can do. And the main thing is, we're going to do this so that you are going to do, because this is such a big one spot that you're trying to do, I'm going to center with my 8x11, and I only have several hoopings. Here is the trick with this. You're going to do the A design, then you're going to do the B design, the A design if you go across like this, because you don't have rows like you would do in a huge panel. Instead, I'm going to do this in an ABA design. I want to make sure one more time that this is in the center. So I'm going to find my ruler. I thought I had it, but that's okay. Pretty sure it was right here. The center.
Your ruler isn't that your ruler right here? That ruler right there? Right there.
There it is. Thank you. I can't even say, I'm so nervous. All right, so you're right. 19 inches was my center, and that is about right. I'm going to move this just a tiny bit over. And then get this on it. I think we're right on it, Miss Lori. And this, let me say this quickly, my loves that are watching me, that y'all do this. let me say this quickly. The hardest part about edge to edge is the hooping. And it's because you've got to get it straight. You got to do this, you got to do that. So let me bring this down. And let's do this just a little bit more. Now y'all get my drift here what I'm doing. I'm trying desperately to leave an edge and use this 8x11. Now you're going to have more than that as you go further.
You're doing a great job.
And I'm going to do that. Now, here's my biggest trouble. My biggest concern is that when I put this in there, I want to make sure this is really perfect. Why? Because I'm going to connect to this. So if this is straight and ready, everything after that will be straight and ready, as you can see. Now I'm ready to go. And I've got all this extra because just in case I was doing something, it's always nice to have the extra batting. I think there's a rule about 2 inches around for long armors. I like it because this really is edge to edge. So if you're going up and down or doing, you can fall off the edge. With this particular design, I'm not going to fall off the edge. All right? So once again, I'm going to take this. I'm going to start with my A. You'll see how fast it is. Thank you, Lloyd, for following me. And we're going to do it now. I'm going to make this sort of backwards because I want this to start with A and I put B in there, so it's okay.
Should I come around to the other side or
You
film from
probably
this
could.
side? Okie dokie.
I'm going to
All
get
right.
this in my quilt. There we go. Now, let me remind you that I'm not going to use the table right now with the 8x11. Now all you do is put them in, turn your knob, and that's it. Now, the one thing is, if I use the table, let me put this on this side. So you can see that I've spread out. You can do a way to roll this if you want, that kind of thing. Here is our issue though. Our issue that is, without the table, there we go. Without the table, we perfect. We can sort of get hoop. We can get hoop where it hoop drag. So that's one of the things. And what I'm looking for right now is to do without. I'm doing it without the table, obviously. As you can see, but I'm going to just sort of do some lifting. This has not been a long design. Not a long at all design. Now watch this. Go right on the screen. You know that there's only 2,000 stitches, so this is like a 4-minute stitch out. So I have put the design in a different way so that it will stitch out correctly and there will be a connection to it. So, because I put this in, I did this. I went into my edit mode and I turned this around using this button. And I'm going to turn it 45, 45, 45, and 45. So it turns out 180. And I did that. I'm going to do that because I've got the quilt going the other way. So that's why I'm doing it. Now again, you can see that I'm going to sort of support this with my hand a little bit. Whether it's right or wrong at this point, because I'm on video, we don't have a wide enough space to put the table here. As you can see, I do have a piece of board that I put under the machine and then lay the extension table. I was not planning today to use this particular hoop, but we're going to anyway. So I'm just going to give it to you as best we can as we go. So I'm going to hit OK. I'm ready to go. And if you use these designs in an 8x11, you want to try to use the small on hers because she works with a different, and then go up, put it in your edit mode like I was just in, and put it up to 113%. And that's the best way to make this work on your 8x11 hoop. Now your 8x14, if you decide to do that, that's a different story. But the 8x11 is what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that real fast. Let's see what we got. And I'm going to start it. I'm hoping everything's going to work. Now what you could do when you get ready, you can pull your bobbin thread to the top. But this is the back of a pillow. I'm just doing it with batting back here and not a backing, because I'm going to put it, it's going to end up inside the pillow. So I'm not too worried about the back, though I do have the same thread on the front and the back. So when I do edge to edge, you do need that same thread. And you do need your red dot bobbin if you're doing Janome, because Janome is an even thing. So let's stitch something out, and let's let you see what's going to happen. It's going to start there. It's a 4-minute stitch out. And you can see it's doing pretty good. I'm just supporting it with my hand. I'm not touching really anything. I'm just supporting, that's all. Keeping it up and even. And you can see how cute that design's going to be on it. I'm doing an overall design, Lori, so that even if I have to go over my applique, it's fine. There's my sunshine. And when you hear that, it's going over many seams, obviously.
That's in the hoop.
That's in the hoop. We're embroidering. Actually, what we're doing, Frank, is we're quilting in the hoop, so that's basically what your long armors do with this huge thing. And that's what, you know how you guys are talking about the Pro Stitcher right now and these special programs for long arm? That's what Edge to Edge has done, except it's brought it down to your embroidery machine. You can see that it is going over my applique.
Hey, Diana is asking, what color thread is Costa using for the quilting?
I am using white. Is that and she's wonderful too. I am using white. And Diana, I'm using Lori glide thread, which is an embroidery thread, but it's wonderful for long arming.
Right. Oh, somebody asked about the red bobbin dots, red dot bobbin.
Red dot bobbin is an even feed bobbin. It's your best bobbin to quilt with.
We sell them, right?
Yes, we do. And a yellow bobbin is your high tension bobbin. Your yellow bobbin is what you would do embroidery designs with. I did all this when I was embroidering with my yellow dot bobbin. Yes, ma'am, we do. And we can get them a red dot. And I'll give you another little tip since we're talking about bobbins.
Yes. Yes.
Is we also have another bobbin that's a blue dot, or I think Janome's changing it to just plain, no dot at all. And it's called a hand quilting dot. And if you're doing ruler work, if you're doing anything that you're doing free motion quilting, whether you're dropping your feed dogs, Frank, drop your feed dogs.
Frank, feed dogs.
He loves that. So we're dropping our feed dogs. Use that because it would even do your free motion a little better. So there are 3 bobbins, cases. One is the even one that came with your 550 or 500E machine, or your 15,000. Then there's the yellow dot bobbin if you're an embroiderer, the 550E and the 5.
Do we have any of those dot bobbins over there?
Yes,
to show?
and there. I think some of these cases. I don't know if we have. I don't know what we have on the shelf right now. But anyway, and so that's what it is. So watch this, and you'll see that we are all ready.
Did I miss the hoop dog or the feed dog?
The feed dogs. The hoop
So
dog.
I pull this toward this to unlatch this. Then I go here. And what I would normally do, this is a great, I'm not even going to unlatch it. I'm going to show you a little trick.
How about a Boardwalk hot dog?
Yeah. How about
Ooh.
really? That'd be good. Are you getting us one?
No, I didn't get you ice cream. Why would I get you a
I
hot
know,
dog?
that's
Wait
what
a
I'm
minute, I
saying.
thought we were going to have steak dinner.
I know. I thought, where did that come from? I know. We went down. I know.
went
It started
down.
with a steak dinner.
Yeah.
Then I asked for an ice cream cone last weekend. Didn't get that.
Yeah.
Now he's telling us hot dog. telling me to go get one.
Oh,
All right, so I'm going to watch this. This is allergies, guys. All right, so now what you could do is take off this is the easiest way to do it. We're going to take this off, Lori. You watch this. You'll love this. And I'm going to lay it right there with my bobbin. You see what I did?
Oh, yes.
Now my fabric is free to roll. So I'm going to move it, making sure it's still straight. And I'm going to connect it. I've got this caught here. Okay. And we're going to connect it. And we are going to find this connector to it. Got it? Mm-hmm. There it is. I'm going to put my needle down there. All right? That I need. And so now I'm going to make sure it's straight. Forgive me. And I'm going to put my needle right in the hole of the connector spot. Yep. Got it? Mm-hmm. I'm giving y'all a little lesson. I don't know if Frank wanted me to, but that's okay. And then, now I'm ready. So now I'm going to make sure I can't put this over. So I am going to come over this. Make sure that what I meant was I can't get it with it. Okay. And now I'm going to place this right on this. Make sure my item is still straight. And I'm ready to move on to the next thing. So what I have to do now is I have to make sure that this design is going to cooperate. Well, remember when I turned it? Well, now you're going to turn it the other way. And make sure this little piece right here, Lori, ends up over on that side. So you're going to turn it another 180 degrees. And turn it again, and it's going to match right there, as you can see. All right? Mm-hmm. So it's ready to roll. It's going to start there, except the only thing is we want to make sure that we move this. And we probably have to move it over a little more. But we can't do that right now because our time is coming out, but we would probably move up. You'll check to see. I'll pull that up. Pull it up. That's the spot we need to go to. That's our stitch number 1. So we're going to end up moving this over to that and move it over some more. So you're going to move I think that's our stitch. Yeah, I've already moved it. Good. So now we're going to move that over and that's it. And that will end up being right here. And we'll turn this around, go into this, I probably have to move this, and then go back, turn it again. And now you see how that, I hit okay and let you see it. And now that's your design. You want that little spot to connect to that. Make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
And now it's connecting as if you're doing long arm across.
Yeah, that's why it's called edge to edge.
Edge to edge. And
I think you need a Diet Pepsi.
I do. Look at this.
How about a Wish Pepsi?
I don't even drink them out of the bottle out of the small bottles anymore because
needs the big bottle.
Frank has driven me to this. Frank.
It's better than ice cream.
See, and I even had to buy this. Isn't that something?
I know. And
There's
we
no
went,
ice cream.
wait, what happened to? We started out with steak, and now we're at hot dogs.
And do you think you and I will get a hot dog?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I can feel that I want a hot dog. I was so hungry for ice.
Can your voice go anyhow?
I wanted some ice cream the other day. Remember when we were saying about ice cream people?
Yeah.
And then I keep asking for ice cream. He tells me I wanted it so bad because you just had that taste.
Yeah.
I had to go to McDonald's myself.
I know. I didn't. You know what? I didn't even get ice cream.
No, I know. You and I. Remember, you were online with us. Do you think that the man ever paid for one teaspoon of it? Anyway, we're so glad for you to be here with us today. And this is, of course, we will quilt this up for you. Then we're going to trim it down and back it for you. And we'll show that to you by tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I just want you to know one thing. Stay connected with us. Stay safe.
Oh, one more
things. Good.
One more thing. Lee Cloud asked talk about the blue dot bobbin again.
The blue dot bobbin, Lee.
Explain it.
Let me explain that thoroughly. The blue dot bobbin is a bobbin that you can use for free motion quilting. Now, what I'm understanding through Janome now, there's been some confusion with the blue dot, so now they're just making it without the blue. But it'll be black, a regular black bobbin case, just like your red bobbin case, your red dot bobbin case, or your yellow, except it's basically really made for free motion quilting, so that it helps those eyelashes in the back when you dropped your feed dogs. So it's great for ruler work and of course doing free motion quilting. So don't forget, it was once a blue dot. I don't know that they're doing blue dot anymore. If you could pan me here, I'm sorry I started.
Yeah.
But if you can help me go here, I'll show you what they are. This is the yellow dot bobbin, and you can see that has the yellow. And we're out of red dot. And the reason, Lee and everyone who's listening about the red dot bobbin, the red dot bobbin is probably something all of you come with your machine. So we don't always get a lot of requests for them. But this is the yellow dot for embroidery. And this is your free quilting hand look quilt stitch. And this is what I would consider was the blue dot bobbin. And so I think that's really what it is.
So even
and they've
though,
changed it to this.
Yeah, so they've changed it to that
Yes,
one there.
yes. And that's what it is. So these are, we call them bobbin holders, bobbin cases, and this is what you have to change out to. I promise you, for free motion and ruler work, this will help you. It won't be everything, but from what I understand, Sam, who is our at Janome, he's our big hand quilting or free motion guy. He believes it'll help with your purple needle. So don't forget, I'm going to try to get online a little bit if Frank and Lori give me another minute, and we'll talk about some of these things, some questions that you have. Last thing, Frank, you can help me. Come here, Frank.
No.
Okay, you don't like to be near me. All right. So Frank and Lori have been wonderful about supporting me and supporting you, and so Frank and I are in an argument right now about one thing. It's one of our many arguments. We don't know what else to offer you. And Frank has some good ideas. I do too. We want to hear from you. We want to come back here maybe Thursday and Friday, or, am I right? Or Wednesday and Friday or something. Come back to you and say, hey, we want to do something. Frank says it's too soon to Easter to do a little Easter project with you. Maybe you want something kid-oriented for Easter. Do you want me to do something more with Boardwalk? Do you want me to do something with Mother's Day? I have an idea to do something using our Mother's Day Thread of the Month Club thing, using our serger. I don't know, whatever you want. You let us know what we can do to help you. We want to keep you making beautiful things and interacting with us in some way. So once again, thank you so much for giving us this time together. And I'm going to put it off to Frank. Frank's got a few more things to say and do.
Okay, Costa, can you come over here though for a minute? Please?
Okay. Yeah.
Watch out.
All right, first of all, the show's over. 6 feet. You're too damn close to me. Costa and I are going to practice social distancing when all this is over, too. Believe me.
I'm trying to get you in the camera frame.
I know. I'll come back in a minute.
You know what?
Well, first of all, I want you guys to... I'll talk about it in a minute. But he keeps making fun of me, and his only gift to me was an empty bottle of wine. He knows it. Look at it. I asked him to embroider one thing, and I got an empty
That is
bottle
not true.
of wine.
I don't remember what else I gave him, but it had to be something else.
I know it sounds like The Bachelor, and this is the season final. And will he get a rose, or would he get an ice cream? He actually got chosen for an ice cream.
Oh my gosh!
He gets a mint, he gets a chocolate, and a vanilla swirl.
Oh my gosh!
Do you believe this?
But don't eat that. I got to take it back. I got a receipt.
But look at this, guys. These are my favorite, the drums.
Yeah, and look at mine. Look at my gift. Empty bottle of wine.
Let me tell y'all something. This is unbelievable. Frank giving me ice cream. Oh my God! Oh! This is for us, Lori. You and I are going to share this. We're not giving anything to Frank. Thank you so much. And let me say this one last word. These two people have really supported me, and I love them dearly. And whatever they want me to do, I will try to do, but I want to help you too. So keep making things beautiful. I got to get off the thing or Frank's going to hit me.
Okay. Thank you, Costa.
Oh, thank you, Costa. We love you.
Okay, I wrote a few things down, and we're kind of trying to help you guys here, as Costa said. So on Wednesday, we're going to have something special for Wish Upon a Quilt, Wish Wednesday. One of the things, if you noticed, is our banner. We're going to be in the Capital Quilt Guild. That obviously was postponed. We want to be a big proponent and a big supporter of that group. We are your only Janome, Raleigh's only Janome award-winning dealer, and we wanted you to know that. I don't know if you saw it today, but we just sold this 550E to Jennifer.
Woohoo, Jennifer!
We also have another one today during this video. We had a phone call for our Skyline S6.
Ooh.
We have some specials going on that you're going to want to call the store for. This one right here is the SOAS 780 DC, weighs 14 pounds. Great for bringing it to class.
Ooh.
Great for bringing it to the beach, to the cabin. How about for some little one in your house?
Oh, yeah.
And the other one we have a feature on is for sewing and embroidery. So, now, one other thing we wanted to gift for you, and we thought, how do we keep this social distancing? Like I said, I want to stay away from Costa as much as possible, even when things are normal. But how do we stay connected? And we kind of were bouncing around some ideas, and we came up with an idea here. And it's a way for you to share with your friends virtually, your neighbors, your mom, a nurse, a teacher, a friend, somebody that's maybe stuck in the house and has to have meals delivered to them, but likes to sew, likes to embroider, tying that in to how do you help a small business. We're a small business. Our front door is closed. We're doing online orders, and we will do curb service orders. Well, we decided, how about a virtual gift card? You can go on our website for $9.99, and we're calling it Share with a Friend. So, if you know a teacher, if you know a nurse, a doctor, a friend, somebody that's been stressed out over this, wouldn't it be great if they got a $9.99 gift card? They could buy something online. We ship to them for free. It's a way to give back, to help, to stay connected. We thought small business, somebody needs some help. This might be a perfect way to do it. Now, you know, and I know Lee Cloud's been commenting like crazy, how our systems are awful. We are working on this. It is on the website and it says out of stock. I have no idea how a gift card could be out of stock that is virtual. So we have somebody working on that. Give us about a half hour and we'll have this figured out. Okay. I also sent a note out on Facebook today. We've also upgraded some of the tabs across our website. One of the things we did is, it's called The Blog. Dottie sent me a note and said, pretty much, what the hell's a blog? Well, we put 4 topics in there. One is the pampered quilt. You keep hearing us talk about that. We only have 4 spots left. When we started this last week, we had 9, we had 8, we're down to 4. We'd love for you to join that. Second thing we added was Lori Kent Designs and the thread of the month. Full details there on the May event, which is the Rose. We then did, what was the 4th one? The Janome Club.
Yes.
We started a Janome Club. We started only having 2 sessions. We're now up to 4 sessions. That's a private club just for Janome owners. It's only 6 in a class. When we get out of this COVID-19 and we reschedule these things in May, that might be a club you want to join. The last thing we did is we added, what do you want out of your machine? And I listed about 5 machines. Most of them I talked about here today. It gives you full detail on that machine. It also gives you a link to Janome, which will even give you more detail. You'll see the MSRP on the Janome site. Give us a call. We have some very aggressive show deals. As you know, we just sold the 550E, and we're probably going to have this Skyline go on today as well. Last but not least, on that tab across, we put a thing called Last Call. That thing has been so outdated. I updated over the weekend. We added a lot of things on there. We added some fabric. We added some notions. We added thread. All that is our last call. It's probably our best price we're going to have. And finally, on that tab, you're going to see $7.99 boutiques and $7.99 novelties. If you had somebody with a gift card for $9.99 that maybe is a little down today, and they got a $9.99 virtual gift card, they could buy a yard of thread of boutique or novelty.
Yeah.
So it's our way of kind of helping small business, us, and maybe sharing some joy keeping that dialogue open. Finally,
Great.
thank you for all your help. Thank you
Yes.
for all your support.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for putting up with the Costa and Frank show.
Yeah.
We will have something going on Thursday probably. We will update what we're going to do very special on this Wish Wednesday and through spring.
We'll be back.
Yes.
So he's already eating his ice cream. So
Am I trying to?
Oh,
stay
no.
safe, stay connected.
Yes.
Please, what's our little group page again?
Wish Stay at Home Projects.
Wish Stay at Home Projects. We have 363 members.
Yep.
Keep talking there, please.
Yeah, stay connected, shop us online, and we also do phone orders and curbside pickup. We had a couple of people knock on our door this morning for that. So, and there's our new virtual gift card. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye now.